Guys, I don't know how these little gems flew under my radar, but you just have to check these out. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about Amazon Original Stories, a platform used by Amazon to great success in the past. For example, a couple of years back I remember Dean Koontz releasing his Nameless Series 1 and Nameless Series 2 fiction, which were, each season was made up of 6 separate stories involving the same character, so it was serialized, and I remember enjoying the hell out of it, and I did talk about it on the channel in another video or two if you haven't caught those yet. But this time around I'm so excited to share with you that there is a new series that's been released by Amazon Original Stories, and it's called the Creature Feature Collection. 6 new titles, 6 bite-sized pieces of horror fiction taken from some of the best horror authors around. Now these are available to Amazon Prime subscribers only. They are essentially loans that you can read for free. And you can borrow 3 titles at a time, so you read the 3 and then you return them, and then you can essentially borrow the other 3, or you can opt to pay for about $3 each for each story, which isn't bad value either. So how about we check them out? Okay, so heading up the lineup we have The Pram by Joe Hill, and I'll go through each of these briefly with what they're about so you can get a taste of what to expect and why you should pick these up and borrow them or buy them. Okay, so The Pram. Willie and Mary Ann's farmhouse in Maine has acres of meadow and fresh air, and a lonesome bridle path in the forest along which Willie daydreams and ambles. When he's loaned a decrepit old baby stroller to carry his groceries home, the rickety squeak of the wheels comfort him. So do the sweet coos of a baby Willie knows can't be real, can it? In this twisted thicket, wishes come true with a price. Sounds like something right out of the Twilight Zone, so I'm pretty excited. Okay, next up we have Ankle Snatcher by Grady Hendrix. Everyone knows who this guy is. He has written How to Sell a Haunted House, which has been very, very popular around the booktube circles, and Final Girl support group. Okay. Marcus grew up believing his father killed his mother, then blamed it on the boogeyman under the bed. Always leave the lights on, his father warned, or the boogeyman will get you. Marcus still heeds the superstition, especially when he invites his new girlfriend over. Is Marcus haunted by a creature, or has he just inherited his father's murderous delusions? The night will tell. Sounds pretty good. Okay, next up we have It Waits in the Woods by Josh Malerman. Obviously he wrote Bird Box and Mallory, which have been become very quick cult classics. The dense Michigan forest, haunting Wales, the clip-clop of demon hooves on a bridge to nowhere. It's more than a tale to Brenda Jennings, whose sister disappeared in those woods one fateful night. 3 years later, on a solo stakeout in the dark, Brenda goes in after her. She's desperate for answers and terrified to find what lies waiting on the other side of that bridge. That one sounds pretty good as well. Next up we have In Bloom by Paul Tremblay. Everyone knows who he is as well. He's written Survivor Song and the very well received and popular Head Full of Ghosts. Okay. Journalist Heidi Cohen is in Cape Cod investigating the sources of a recurring toxic algae bloom on the coast. A local named Jimmy has his own theory for her. Every year the fetid growth gets worse, but it's been going on longer than anyone knows. Decades ago, something happened to Jimmy that he's never forgotten. Is Heidi ready for the real story? We'll find out. Okay, the second last one is Best of Luck by Jason Mott. Now, I don't know much about Jason Mott. I know he's written a few things, but I'm pretty ignorant to him, so we'll see what he's got to offer here. For best friends with vastly different fortunes, what's left to hash out other than a forced confession at gunpoint? All that the destitute, sickly and grieving Will demands is that monstrously successful Barry admit to draining all the luck right out of him. Like blood. As the standoff escalates, the truth is not the only thing ready to come out. Well, that sounds really good. And the last one is Big Bad by Chandler Baker, another author who I'm not quite aware of, but let's see what he's got. The Strauss family is on knife's edge. Sam is a resentful stay-at-home dad. Rachel feels the restlessness in her blood returning. Their children are getting out of hand, and a recent mudslide has forced the wolves out of the woods to look for food. As dusk falls and tensions rise, the family must come together to survive the night from the threats outside and those within. Okay, so guys, I'm really excited. I'm not doing spooky season this year. I will be doing it next year, but these story, I'm going to drop everything and read these today because I'm really excited and amped up over it. Okay, the stories themselves range in length between 30 to 60 pages, so these would be perfect for anyone who wants a very quick horror fix, or for any of those booktubers out there who I know are doing spooky season. It's not a stretch to recommend that they be added and squeezed into their TBRs, because these sound really good, and I should be able to smash through them in no time, as anyone else would. So yeah, I'm intrigued by this, and I love this format because it's quick fiction. If you're busy and you're on the go, you can read probably one of these stories standing in a queue somewhere, or waiting at an appointment, or if you're wanting to clench your palate between large reads, I think these will be absolutely perfect. So and the other thing too is, I know they're very short, but each of these will count unofficially towards my Goodreads reading challenge, so feel like a bit of a cheat, but it's still a standalone title. It doesn't matter what the book length is, does it? But it counts as a single title towards my end goal. So how can I argue with that? Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I thought I'd share that with you because it has only just come across my virtual desk, and if anyone is looking for a decent horror read, these sound like just the ticket, and I'll be reviewing all these ones on the channel, and I'll probably put the video up next weekend so that I can share my thoughts and impressions on each and every story with you, and see which one I liked the best. I think the one I'm most excited about is Joe Hill's The Pram. That sounds really good, and that's one of the longest stories in the series, of about 60 pages or so. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to be excited to share all that with you later on. But I have to go because I think I'm going to crack these virtual books open and dive right in. I can't wait. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, offer up any feedback in the comments below. I'll always engage and respond to that. And until the next video, guys, happy reading.